Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's Dr. Cosmic and I know it's been a while, I do apologise. I've just had so much going on from moving house, dealing with the family, dealing with the kids. Yeah, so I've had a hell of a lot going on. It's been fun though, but I can happily say I am back to do more videos daily, weekly, every couple of days. So yeah, make sure the subscribe button's smashed, you like the video, and so you're up to date with everything I post. I also have Twitter, as well as I stream on Twitch. I'll leave links to them in the description of the video. So yeah, feel free to come and say hi on stream, or follow me on Twitter. I share every single stream and video on Twitter, so you'll never miss anything. I also have a Discord I'm going to start, so you can feel free to join that when it gets started. So yeah, going to build a real wee tight knitted community and it's going to be awesome. So yeah, enough of this chit chat and let's just get straight into the video with 3 simple Minecraft farms. So number 1, we have the automatic sugarcane farm. Really simple to build. Underneath we have the chest with the hopper going right into it, and on top we have the hopper, the sand, and then building blocks at the back. And there's the water source blocks, super easy to build. What I want to do though is keep it one up off the ground, for the simple fact is you don't want to destroy the source block. So the source block grows up too high, hits the observer ticks, hits the redstone at the back, which activates the piston activates and pushes all the sugarcane into the hopper for the chest to pick up. Super simple to build, super easy, super efficient. Once you get this down, we can move on to the bigger one. I'll show you the bigger one in just 1 second. But yeah, all it is 1 observer, 1 piston, redstone, building blocks, and then the glass is just keep it transparent so I can just easily explain to you what's going on and you can easily see through it. So let's move on to the bigger one, and yeah, we can see how the bigger one goes. So this is the bigger scale. As you can see, I have it running a little bit, not too long, just a little bit, to see how everything's going. It is basically 7 blocks along. That's how far water can run. So it runs directly onto the hopper, so we don't really lose much. There is the odd bit that's going to land on the dry, but that's no big deal. Overall, you collect more than what you lose, so it is a win-win, and it also works for bamboo. So, excuse me, it's just the same design again, 1 up from behind it, and behind the piston you want a block, and then a row of redstone, and then a row of observers right above the pistons. So whether the bamboo grows or the sugarcane grows, it's going to activate all the pistons, knock everything off into the water. It's going to run down and get picked up by the chest, and that way while you're AFK killing mobs, mining, kind of doing whatever really, you aren't going to lose anything. It's still going to be in the background ticking, running, and it's always good. Sugarcane's brilliant for paper, for making rockets, and the bamboo's a source that you can put in a furnace, and it's just like a renewable source of fuel, which is always good, I guess, as well as it can make scaffolding and things like that as well, so it's always handy to have bamboo. So moving on to number 2, because these are quite very easy, self-explanatory. You can just see from the outside how little it takes, and yeah, you can just kind of copy it from me going round. Like, just say you paused it right here, you could see the front of it, super easy to build. Back of it, super easy to build. Straightforward. Onto number 2. So number 2 is a little bit more difficult. I wouldn't say it's extremely difficult, it is just a little bit more difficult than the simple building of putting down a piece of redstone. But what you do have is a chest all the way down at the bottom, and above that chest is a hopper going directly into that chest with a powered rail, which is easier to use a powered rail than it is a normal rail for some reason. Just that's what I've always found out. And this is a minecart with a hopper, so it's not a normal minecart, it's a minecart with a hopper, and that directly under a piece of grass. But behind that piece of grass, as I'll just quickly remove here, is an observer looking at that grass. And behind the observer is another piece of grass with a piece of redstone on top. And then this here is a dispenser, and it's filled with shears, I'm sure. Yep, should be filled with shears. And what that does is it basically, when the sheep eats the grass, it grows its wool. The dispenser cuts the wool. The hopper and the minecart can pick it up because it's only one block and put it directly in the chest. As you can see, I've had it running a little bit. So yeah, the grass will grow back. So putting the torches at the side is always important because that helps the grass grow back. And if you put grass around the sides, that also encourages the grass to grow a little bit quicker as well. So yeah, that's a very simple automatic wool farm, straightforward, as easy as you're going to get. And if you just go around the world collecting lots of different colours of sheep and put them all in kind of their own kind of capsules, you can have an automatic wool farm for basically every single colourful sheep. And that way you don't ever have to go and pick flowers and dye and go through all the hassle of like taking the white wool, take it to a crafting bench, dyeing it, and then doing what you want with it. It's just down into the chest, pick your wool up, and on you go to have some fun with it. Yes, that's an automatic sheep farm, and now on to number 3. And number 3, we have, it's basically a wood farm, but it's not a wood farm that's automatic, I would say. I would say it's just kind of a traditional, the easiest traditional wood farm you can get. And I want to just say just now that you need podzol as well as spruce sapling. This only works with spruce because they make the big gigantic trees, which is awesome, and it has to be on podzol. So what you want to do is basically while they're running in the background collecting you the automatic wool and the sugarcane and bamboo, when you're down the mines collecting the bones, you want as much bone meal as possible and basically as many saplings as possible. But once you get the farm going, you get more saplings back. So it's kind of a win-win. It kind of renews itself a little bit apart from the bone meal. So what you want to do is basically do a 4x4, super easy to do, and just cover the 4x4 and saplings. And remember, it has to be podzol. So basically 4x4 and saplings in every single one. And that way when you bone meal a sapling, it grows basically ginormous. And if we find the sweet spot, wherever the sweet spot is, it's going to grow a 4x4. I'll do it to this one so just be so much easier. Yeah, it's going to go 4x4, and this is basically just one huge chunk of wood. So that way when you, instead of going tree to tree to tree, just spam them all together, hit them with a little bit of bone meal, and it should just make one big massive block. So when you're in it, when you're in the log, basically you can just cut your way up and gather as much sapling as possible. As once again, it only is spruce trees that you can do this with. No other sapling in the game lets you do the 4x4 big blocks, which is fair enough. But yeah, if you do a 4x4, it'll just stop you going wrong. Very, very super fast, super efficient, very, very quick. So that's number 3 is I don't want to say automatic tree farm, but it's just a super efficient tree farm for, like, it's a traditional super efficient tree farm. Yes, so that's number 3. So that is 3 super simple farms in Minecraft to get the ball rolling. Once you have these 3, I'm going to even maybe say 4 because we have the bamboo / sugarcane farm. Once you have them going, you'll have infinite paper, you'll have infinite fuel source, as well as obviously you can make the scaffolding with it. Super easy for building, especially for a hardcore world or just a normal survival world. We have the automatic sheep farm, which is excellent for the colourful wool if you manage to find them all. And we have the most typical, is it just clicking over in the background? We have the most kind of traditional, efficient wood farm, you could say. So yeah, once you get these farms down, it becomes so much easier. You'll always have sticks and planks and things like that. You'll always have paper for fireworks. You'll always have the bamboo for scaffolding, as I said. Yeah, so if you're Now watching this video, please make sure you smash that subscribe button, smash the like button if it helps you out at all, and leave a comment. What is your favourite automatic farm in the full of Minecraft? And yeah, stick around and I'll see you in the future for some more farm or building ideas. Peace.